So you broke a whole agenda. You had enemies gathered in all contracts against you and it backfired. So I'm going to that message. There's something about of you, a lot of you guys, maybe you have people coming into your life with agenda and missioning goals to take from you, to do something harmful to you, to do anything of that nature. A lot of you guys have dealt with cult abuse and in certain systematic oppression that come from group structures like this. A lot of you guys are purified energies, and a lot of you guys are recognizing the crumbling or the impulsivity of a lot of certain things and action and certain people of these groups that are taking for things to get done in a certain way, if that making sense. A lot of you guys understand what your energy plays in full part with that in terms of purification and the antidote for these type of groups that are needing certain things like this. And when I'm saying that, is there's a certain purity of you, a lot of you guys emanate from, can really help somebody in this position or enable somebody in this position of a contractual issue. And I want to get into this contractual issue that a lot of people have to stay silent about. And I don't really have to do that because I'm not under any of these types of contracts. But these people that you see, maybe celebrities passing up away, authorities, or part of contractual issues, they don't speak about, but they allude to hint on that. And there's a certain level of whether this passes down to smaller level celebrity, or usually in the top of these groups, they are placed holders in positions that are being rented and sold out and bought again. So a lot of time people of the lower aspects of the ambitions to rise and these type of things will try to do the same things to rise of what these people has done. You know, they do the same thing of what these people do in contracted situation, dealing with smaller people and contracted people on your life, whether it's a lover, it's a friend, or a friend of a friend, or a random people, or a family peer member, or reconnected to that person, and they are all watching, spectating certain part of you, in terms of trying to have a pull at your energy and circle it around in harvesting loop. These are equations of breaking down. Especially a lot of you guys been eliminating these contracts and having this ancestral protection around you. A lot of you guys come from powerful lineages, shamans, legend figures, warriors, people who lived with a real purpose, people really walked, and a lot of you guys are protected by these type of presences. And a lot of people not foreseeing that unless they come across you. And this can entice some people in these quantist groups in their certain energy that you may carry. And a lot of times they're going to try to, you experience the attempt to have a group agenda, propaganda to spin you around. And so a lot of these times, a lot of these things and a lot of times they backfire in such an extreme way with the things that I'm coming across with. So as an individual, it will work as an average person that is not aware. It will work on somebody that doesn't understand their own connection with self. It will work on somebody that wouldn't understand the connection to source. So a lot of times you run into issues and you bugs with people, and they kind of prolong this process in regards of somebody having a spiritual ego and continue coming at you in certain direction that certain keep doing what do. But the whole trick of the equation is that somebody else is tricking them to keep them doing what they are doing, to entice their lust toward you, so they can end in a certain trap that they are not foreseeing. And there's a certain trap that they are not foreseeing. It's the same trap that you see a lot of the celebrities falling in every day. And so I'm getting kind of this in terms of what I'm speaking. It is a very important message to certain people to understand the agenda of the nonsensities of have a lot of people that are in a necessity as a doing. You're a necessity, chosen one. But these people in these situations are unnecessity. So those are the one who's gonna fall in the trap. A lot of you maybe have been put in a binding loop continuously replaying the same circumstances or same spirit with different people that connected to this occult issue, and you have to recycle fragments of your reality and keep on replaying to you, especially in a traumatic way. These are trafficking spells. These are illumination of a trafficking ring. And so when you are going through certain things, people, further big or small in this type of engagement, they understanding that you must stay close to source. It's an understanding that you must stay in a high vibrational. Witchcraft is not in these things. They don't negate your spirit as much as you are not higher vibration. So a lot of you guys may attempt to be spirit around something that traumatize you or weakens you or make you fear something in a way that they can continue pull that off you using something against you to drain your energy in a constant level. And it is the prerogative of these type of standards. And if you are in aligned business, not everybody is an aligned business, but if you are in aligned business, you can start getting this information from the source itself. And a lot of these will be more outdoors, not in your face physically, but the impulsivity of the necessity of these things are starting to get to a higher level because of the illumination of the collective consciousness. And so a lot of these groups, a lot of you guys have broken certain agenda and understanding and make a way for, or eliminate a way for yourself, or maybe even in future to others, in different multitudes of what people expect them to be in. And a lot of you guys have understood the cost of speaking on certain things. The cost, this being better be lifted nowadays because of the necessity and the amount of things that have been coming down into the same time, which means the perfect time that you're gonna speak on certain things and you wouldn't normally able to speak on. And a lot of you guys are seeing what's happening in the media, what's going out of order, out of function. But in the occult standard and what's happening in the world, all countries are run on occult system. When you understand the politics and behind it, it's just like, it's not that politics, but it's cult politics. A lot of politics itself has to do with the occult. And so when you're looking at these types of fabrics and situation and you're experiencing certain emanation from them, it's for you to eliminate out of it and eliminate and the knowledge, wisdom through it. A lot of people scribes as recording angels or warrior angels or justice angels. And for some reason that you don't really understand, but you're able to see something that is something else through you can see as well. A lot of time people don't want these things to be end or engagement in this system to end, but in a major level they really kind of want, right, in terms of these systems that are in place and how it holds itself in place. Like I say, maybe I don't know if you will understand what this group, what they have done to you. It was supposed to benefit the group, and now they are not to get the beneficiary gain, because of your protection and what's around you. And a lot of people who's learning now through you whose God is. Like that sacrificial contract that was on you, it's void. It can be renewed, So something is backing it, and a lot of people don't want to have that exception and recognition unless it happened to them. And so the understanding point that a lot of these kinds of type of system are here to witness the breakdown of these systems. You're gonna witness it. I'm really excited to hear, to affirm these type of messages and the awareness of certain people, and saying like, when you tap through the spirit, you're not going anywhere until you watch the falling of these groups. So stay close to the source. This is all what I can tell you. Stay close to the source. Yes. The moment you smell occultic activities, run away. Yes. And don't fear them. Speak about it. Yes. Once you speak, as the legend David Icke taught us, once you speak, you freeze them. Yes. Those lizards, they don't have consciousness. Yes, we call them lizards. They all operate on the reptilian mind. They don't have consciousness. Those lizards, they don't like random stuff. They don't like coincidence. ما في شيء عندهم اسمه صدفة. Everything is pre-planned on papers. Everything is pre-planned. Anything come random, it shake their whole foundation. Yeah. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You was born in the middle of this shit, because it is shit for a reason. Yes. The moment you realize the force that is behind you, and that there's nothing to fear. You know, the moment you realize your assignment, you're gonna drag that lizard from his tail in front of everybody.